The intent of the resolution is to address two main points. One, for several years, the I-35 project has had a major impact on the availability of funding for projects that are needed in our respective communities and throughout the region. Two, both jurisdictions that this project passes through, the City of Austin and Travis County, have expressed concerns about the overall impacts of the highway expansion on air quality at both the regional level and on the neighborhoods along the I-35 corridor. We offer this amendment today because we believe that we need to make fully informed decisions. That includes completing the air quality modeling and emission reduction studies that both the City of Austin and Travis County have requested. These are all regional in scope and very important. We do so mindful that I-35 construction will last a long time and that we need to get this right from the start.
Councilmember Fuentes.
Thank you. Yes, colleagues, thank you so much for consideration of this amendment. It's really quite simple. It's asking that we delay construction until we have this important data back from both of the environmental studies that are out there. Both Austin City Council and Travis County Commissioners Court have passed resolutions asking for this information. That's how important it is to us. And we are asking for your support today. There's also language in this amendment that asks to work with TxDOT to identify additional funding for the caps and stitches, to identify additional funding for other area projects throughout our region. And we know that this project, it impacts all of our communities alike, both commuters and residents, and so we all have a vested interest in ensuring that this is the best project as possible. And for us who have family members and community members that live along this highway, it's important that we understand the impact that this construction would have.
There are major issues with air quality and lung health, especially for our children, for seniors, for anyone who's had cardiopulmonary issues. And I'm just trying to do my part to make sure that at the end of the day I can say I did everything I could to make sure that we're taking the proper data and taking the time to make sure that if there's anything else that can be added to this project to make it better for the people who interact and live and work near this particular expansion, that we've asked for everything that we possibly can.
Okay, so all those in favor of the City of Austin's amendment, raise your hand. Okay, so we've got one, and you've got two, right? Okay.
Yes,
so
I have Harper Madison's proxy today.
Okay, so Councilmember Ellis, Harper Madison, Ms. Patillo, Councilmember Fuentes, and Councilmember Alter. There's a second by Page. Sorry. Go ahead.
Councilmember Ellis.
Yeah, sorry. Had a brain freeze there for a moment.
And I'd like to speak to the motion, as would others in our delegation after.
So would be an alternative.
It can either be an alternative
well, there's already a motion
or
on the floor.
We can do it as an amendment.
So there's a motion on the floor,
way,
so what are you proposing?
I was
to
proposing to amend the initial motion.
All right, is there a second?
Since I've been on the policy board, you'll recall that we finally got a presentation about what it meant if we went into non-attainment.
So I think the question was any specific projects other than I-35.
That, but we have been asking about the air quality, and I-35 is not just any project. It's right through the middle of our community.
I've asked you all to please control the clapping. This is our time to discuss. Y'all need to contain that, please. But I think let's go ahead, and so right now we are going to vote.
We have some other questions, Chair, if we might.
So we're going to give you a couple more minutes.
For the policy board, this is a major decision, and I think we should be allowed to ask
We've got a couple more minutes. Go ahead.
For Tucker, there was a public hearing held on February 9th, 2023 for the draft EIS. What was the response from the community? I can tell you that most of the comments were not in favor.
So if it's a rhetorical question, go ahead and answer.
I understand that, but we all ask rhetorical questions, Chair. When was
Madam
the public
Chair, I'm
hearing?
going to call the question.
Really? This is a major decision, and you're not even going to let us ask. This isn't, may I tell you why this is important? This is important because we have suggestions. We have suggestions that the public comments were not included in the NEPA.